All right, guys, we about to get started. As you see, I am your bartender for the day, getting the drinks ready for the show. Oh, you gonna need a drink for this one. What you drinking on? I got vodka, I got something brown and nasty. I got whatever you need to make you chill or to get you completely lit. What is it? Tell me all about it. Because you know this show is gonna be a mess, fun, and more. All right, what you drinking on, baby? I got you. All right, y'all. Welcome back to Kamish Reviews. It's another Friday night, another Ready to Love. Got some queens in the back. We're gonna have a discussion about this episode that just came on about an hour ago on Nowhere if you haven't watched it already. But anyway, bring it up. Betty Queen to the stage. Ebby reviews. Wait a minute. Oh, I can't hear you.
I was muted. I was
Okay,
just trying to
got
figure
you.
out why I feel like I'm half in shadow, and I don't know. It's my
I
imagination.
should got my new glasses. I had my new glasses today, but I was like, okay. Keena's in the building. I saw you popping it out. I should have my new glasses on today.
Hey
Hey,
y'all, what's up, girls?
what's up, Lee with the T?
Are we? Is it not saying that we live? Am I missing something? It still says scheduled at the top of my screen.
Uh, we
Mine
live.
say live, and I'm watching us on
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
my
let me go.
iPad. We live, baby.
Oh yeah,
Oh
I'm
okay.
looking
Well
on
then,
the.
never mind.
I'm on my YouTube. Yeah, we live, baby. We
Oh,
are
oh okay.
live.
All right. Well then, never
Okay,
mind.
first of all, okay, so y'all, I don't know, we all be booked and busy.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies be coming on later on.
Mm.
It is what it is. It's open. It's all gravy. So anyway, no guests. It's gonna be just us. It's home. We just gonna talk this shit. I'm gonna say that first of all. Let me start out by saying this.
Oh
Because
shit.
last live, let me tell you something. The last live, that live was almost at 4,000 views. First of all, shout out to you all because that last live, Samson don't even know that he brought the noise without even doing it. Almost 4,000 views. I want to say shout out to everybody. Like real talk, y'all are so messy ass. So anyway, shout out to Samson. Al loves do a second run. Real talk. I'm being serious, but anyway. Uh, Lee, go ahead and give me a rundown, a recap, Mama.
Get somebody else to do it because that
Oh
episode
snap!
was
Not
boring.
somebody else. I see how this gonna go today. Jesus
Listen,
Christ.
and I ain't even got to the wine yet. And you know what? I took a little bit of notes or whatever. This episode was boring. That was the first thing that I wrote down.
Oh no. Okay.
Hmm This
Well,
episode was This episode was boring. Andre, let's see, looked like Andre, and I'm not even gonna go through the order of events. I'm just gonna go through what I wrote down
okay.
and it's only a half a sheet of paper, so that shows you how much I wrote down. Okay, I'm very upset at this episode. Anyway, it's like okay, so Andre and Jeffrey seems to have some kind of connection. I don't really like how Andre came back acting like a little simp, talking about some
Mm.
Mercedes was the only one who didn't reach out to him, as if cell phones don't work both ways.
Mm.
But whatever, you had COVID, you weren't dying.
Oh.
Okay. Anyways,
Uh.
let me
Oh
continue
my
on.
goodness.
It looked like Jonique and Tony, when they was at the little brunch or whatever, they seemed to be having a connection, or their connection seemed to be stronger, but it wasn't strong enough for her to be saved. Marcy and Morgan jumped on Anthony about not pursuing his not really pursuing his connections. That was, I mean, I could understand why one was, but not the other one. But that's neither here nor there. Then Janice, I keep want to call this girl Janice, and I know that's not her name. Janique,
Mm-hmm.
basically has a conversation at the brunch with Lyndon about being friend zoned, and then he tells his story about being friend zoned, which was happened to be, it was funny or whatever. Let me see what else I done wrote down because it wasn't. It was just some little scribbles. I'm not playing. Mercedes. Okay, I said that already. Look, Tony is playing the game. He's playing it very well. I can say it. I
Hmm.
can say that he balancing out Miss Morgan and Miss Marcia. He doing. He telling them everything that they want to hear. Mr. Play it from the Himalaya. Andre, okay, so it looked like Mr. Crybaby Andre. He the top two for Cynthia and Marcia. It's a whole bunch of love triangles going on, which is what I
Yes.
realized. And I really wish
Mm-hmm.
that they would have sent one of the dudes home because now it's like the numbers is lopsided, but that's neither here nor there. Um,
We can get to that too. Yes. Mm-hmm.
did y'all peep how Tony gave Lyndon the side eye when he was like, when he was talking about Morgan or Morgan being or the Marcia, whichever one he was interested in. I'm guessing it's Morgan.
Yes, probably. Yeah.
Morgan, he's like he ain't worried about his competition. Like
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
basically calling him a lame because he feel like he better. Tony feel that he better than Lyndon. That's what it all comes down to. I don't know why the hell they saved Mark Anthony. He could have went home.
Well,
Uh,
Mr. Kissy Face. Mr.
yeah,
Kissy
Miss.
Face.
oh
But
Lord,
I'm
a lot of
but
kisses. It seemed like.
that's what
Oh,
that's
this
what I
up.
wrote. I did write that on the side of the paper. There was a lot of kisses going on. I don't know why. Now I do appreciate Jeffrey, being vulnerable and saying she has Crohn's disease, and then turned around and kiss him. Mark Anthony was busy this episode,
Yes,
wasn't he?
Mark Anthony was super popular.
Uh,
Um,
I think that's it.
Okay, so in the beginning of the episode, we started with the whole little stupid petty argument with her calling her advocate suitor. Play that again, with her and Jeffrey and all of that, and we discussed it last time about I think even Keena said it was like she's tired of hearing about it, and they repeated it again for a short time. But Morgan really was adamant about how by Blake, even in the beginning of this episode, like how do they believe what he says? Like, what do you guys think it is that like Morgan has this thing where she just really wants Blake out of there? Like that was her whole mission, the whole episode. I felt like.
So maybe, and I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe he turned her down and she felt some kind of way about it, and now she's like out to get him.
Mm.
No, that ain't it.
I
That is
don't
What,
not
know
it.
because I couldn't figure out anything
what you
else. Like
think, Abby? What
the
you think?
conversation, the
I think he's a
conversation
complete
between.
jackass and put his foot in his mouth with her at the beginning, and had her good eye on his stupid ass the rest of the time. I just think that's what it is. So first
Mm.
of all, how you gonna come out and tell somebody, well, the things that you want to do, you can't do if you have children, and you have a big issue. If you don't want any more children, then you just say that and then you walk away. Why you got to pick apart the reasons that I want kids at my big age and I haven't had them yet, as if it's an offense or an assault to you, sir?
Okay,
If
what
that's
did he?
not what
Hold
you
on,
want, then
hold on.
take your big head ass home.
But Abby,
Oh,
what the? Okay, did he say that 80%
That's
of things you want? No. I'm saying clarification. He said 80% of the things that you want to do, you would not be able to do because you had kids. Is that what he said?
that's what he
Yep,
said.
that's what he said.
that's what he
Yeah. So what do you
said.
think about that? What do you think about that, Keena?
About what?
What do you, that statement?
I think it's. I mean, I didn't like it. I
Yeah.
didn't like it.
No, sir. You couldn't do 80% of the shit that you wanted to do because you had kids that you had to take care
And
of and pay child support
Mm.
for. That's what and you still salty about it. So now you projecting all your bullshit on anybody else who say they want to have kids. Now, now you can't
God,
do 80%.
damn.
Use a damn lie. Use a damn
Oh
That's
lie.
my
great.
God.
80%. You won't be able to do anything because you have children. I completely don't agree with that. I've done so much. I've had 3 kids who are in college. I'm a blogger. I work. I don't believe anything is possible. I completely disagree with that statement. completely.
Oh,
But I mean, I agree with most things he says. He is out of order, and that's why he got read tonight in that order.
okay.
I would just like to say shout out to the women for using the lifeline on Mark Anthony so that when it's time that Blake ass is at on the bottom, he cannot be
He
saved.
can, there it
Amen.
is.
Amen.
Hmm.
I felt like it
But
was
more,
strategic. That's how I felt. I felt like this was strategic. It was done this way so that there is no saving him when the shit really hit the fan and he on the bottom
but
and
you
he
would,
got to go.
but you, but you said it last week that he would never be saved
I
anyway
think
because
so
he got
too,
it.
Elisa. I think that they might have did it
I
on
don't think he
purpose.
would have never been saved, but just to make sure that it won't be ever be a possibility or a thought in
That,
some in Miss Sue's head to try and pull the card for that man.
well,
The what?
you said it last week the best that he wasn't gonna never be able to be saved anyway because in order to use the save, it got to be unanimous, and we all know that Morgan hates him.
And they acted a fool with that because well, I will talk about that in a minute about how they didn't do it this time, all this. But I want to also talk about Andre coming back. Everybody's so into Andre. Even at the end, of like when he came back, he's number one. I know he whined about the fact
I
that
don't think. I don't understand why. Like he,
thank you,
I
Kena.
think
Come
he
on.
should be gone. Yeah, he should have went home. He should have went home.
Thank you. He should have stayed. He should have stayed
Kena, thank
gone.
you, because that's the part. Most times when somebody comes back who hasn't been there for a while, who haven't had a chance to be a part of the fray, which is why I don't understand why he got so mad at her because she didn't call him out of sight, out of mind, my sign cold. But if you're in this process, you're not a part of it. So no, I may not hit you, whatever. So it's weird. I don't know. I'm with y'all with that.
Listen, he was gone for seven
It
whole
was. It
days.
was.
7 days he was gone. A whole 7 days. You
It,
mean to tell me in 7 days, within 48 hours of you find out I had COVID, you ain't reach out and be like, hey, you all right? You need a cup of soup or nothing?
Okay, hold on. Let me clarify. Let me clarify and say this. For me, now, Abby, I'm not saying I would him up every day. Now, if you got COVID and you left,
That's
I'm
not
not.
what I said.
No, no, no,
That's
no,
not what I
no.
said.
I'm saying me. I'm saying I get. I would have reached out and said something. I don't know. If she didn't reach out at all, I don't know. Maybe she wasn't feeling him in the beginning. I keep on saying, was she actually feeling him in the beginning? Because once he was gone, why not even a text message? You good? Never heard from you. Making sure you okay. Something.
Anything, something,
it's
anything.
something. Come on with the young Miami.
Anything, a
Something.
text message, a smoke signal, hit him on his two-way pager, send him a raven to
Not
his
two-way
house with
pager.
a note tied to his foot,
Not call me bean.
something. Hit him on
Right.
the AOL instant chat, something, anything.
Now you got mail.
Hold
Lisi,
on.
an email, a fax, a telegram, something.
But okay, Abby, I'm gonna say something. I get that. At the same time, I'm agreeing with Elise with Lee when she say he was whining and crying. Every time you look around, that's your only claim to fame in this entire episode. Your one line is she didn't
You're
call
the
me.
only
She
one
didn't
who
hit me
didn't.
up.
You're the only out of
That's
all of my castmates
stating
or
a
out of my
fact is not
connection.
whining and
You
crying. I
I
don't.
thought he was crying to
That's
me.
he
no,
stated. He
He
stated a
said it
fact.
4 times in the
She the
episode. I
only one.
counted 4 times.
I
We
know
heard
he
the first
told
time.
okay.
We
And the
heard the
only
first
reason he
time.
said anything.
Sit
Wait a
down,
minute. The only
Jesus.
reason he said anything is because at some point they had some connection between the two of them where he felt like that she would be the one he was looking for to contact him.
I saw
Otherwise,
that
I don't
too.
think he would have said anything.
That's
If
why
it
I
really
said.
wasn't
That's why I said
nothing,
she
I
wasn't
don't think
feeling
he would have
him.
said
I don't
anything.
believe. Look, in my opinion,
that nigga lunch.
there was some disconnect because for him to be like, "You are my top," and for her to not call him, not even a text message, where was the disconnect with that? That's
Mm.
odd to me. How is it that you see her as the number one, and then hey Kibachi baby girl, how you doing, mama? How do you see her as number one, and she doesn't even send you a smoke signal when you leave the show because you are ill?
Yeah,
Just
that's
Maybe
saying.
the
that's just
he,
who she is as a person. She
and
inconsiderate.
he,
Maybe I don't know.
and he said it. He said, "Oh, that hurt. It hurt that she didn't reach out."
That really
And I'm
had
like,
hurted me. That really hurted me.
it really hurted him because he had to say it 4 times.
He did say it 4 times, and I believe it did hurt him. But like I said, I believe that she literally. I'm sorry, I don't get it.
Maybe she didn't want to say it on camera, bro. I wasn't into you. I don't know. That to me was odd.
Mm.
Keep my cheeks. Well, I feel that he was whining a bit. I feel like he did care about her, more than she cared about him. I mean about with Andre upset about I'm sorry
Upset about her not reaching out when he had
yes.
COVID.
Thank you. Sorry, I got that bitches. Yes. How you feel about that, Mama?
Well, it's the word biased. That might not be the correct word, but I don't care about Andre because that puff irritates my soul every time I see it on the television.
Oh Lord.
I'm upset they let him come back. And I'm very much on Mercedes' side, and I'm happy she was honest and didn't try to lie and come off of it softly. Out of sight, out of mind. Whatever connection you thought you had, it wasn't true. Like 99% of these connections we looking at on the TV. So she didn't call you, and I wouldn't have called you neither.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
Wow. Wow. Even without a connection, just as a person, like you're a fellow co-worker, like if
Yeah.
you
Okay.
found out I had COVID, you
No,
wouldn't text me neither.
do you know how you are different? Because I consider you someone that I've grown to know and care for. Do you know how many coworkers I've had to have COVID since March 2020? I ain't called nan one of them.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Not one thing.
Wait a minute now.
Not an email.
I haven't called nobody
I
either.
tried
I
my
haven't
best.
called nobody either. Like, what are you talking?
Stay
y'all
home
wild.
2 weeks. That's it.
Lee.
Ooh, she
Well, I
said
mean, you know,
what's
okay,
lungs for
it
your
depends on the
immune
person,
system.
how you feel about it. You want to contact about it. I mean, it depends. All I'm saying is, look, for
They
me,
don't even know each other that much to even be
no,
contacted.
but what I said was I said he felt like that she was his top, but I feel like she did not look at him that way because the way it was so flighty. Maybe it was too early on. Because when he left, I don't know what week it was, but maybe she didn't feel the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And why didn't
Well,
we see it? I've never seen Andre and Mercedes speak to each other on this show.
but that's because you don't see it, don't mean it didn't happen.
No, that's editing.
That's
But
true.
production ain't even see it, so they ain't show it to us.
But again, just because production ain't recorded, don't mean it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
I
Because people do a
And
lot of
he
talking
knew her well
outside.
enough for him to be expecting a text message, which means they exchanged numbers at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciated the honesty. A lot of them people exchange numbers. Look at Tony. He got a whole bunch of numbers, but it's clear he only cares about Morgan. A lot of these people are playing the game, and
And you know what?
I'm playing the game with you don't mean I really care about you.
I would just like to say Morgan is the big dog because how you check Tony about how he dealing with other women while you dealing with other. She was like, clean that shit up because I don't like it. I said, oh.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I mean, I don't know. To me, I have to also agree with Lee when she said this episode wasn't popping, but there were some key things that, of course, the episode was called, and she even said it. Queens don't chase. Morgan said that to Anthony. She felt like Anthony was a blah. One thing I did notice about this episode that I don't know because of the fact we spoken about it, other people, I don't know, but they showed a lot of food in this episode, and I was like, "What's the tea?" There was actually I don't even know what this even is.
That's
I know
a damn shame.
Once again, they be watching the panel because we be talking about they don't never be eating. So they say, oh no, we're going to show you niggas some food this week.
Next week,
That's
they go.
I mean, because it's like,
okay, come on, that look good right there. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, what?
And then
Is that a
Tom made a
sandwich? I mean,
concerted effort to say, make sure y'all get something to eat. This is the Last Supper and
Last
all these
Supper.
food
He
references
said
because
he
you've been
did.
watching us talk about how y'all don't feed these people. So you're trying to run interference with the fact that you don't feed these people.
I was like, is that
During
I
this
agree.
I
I
was trying to figure
totally
out.
agree.
We've been talking about. Look, I'm gonna be honest. Now, look, don't get mad, y'all. If y'all watch this, now we have been talking about this on this panel for a very long time because other casts have come on and said things, about food. So if y'all doing the thing,
They say
hey,
they
I'm cool with
hungry.
it.
Y'all have them on the set for 20 hours in the heat, sweating out they press in, and then you ain't doing nothing but feeding them drinks. That ain't right. I feel like that's illegal. Get them people something to eat. Got them there for 12, 13 hours in the same outfit, sweaty.
Get somebody else to do
Yeah.
it.
Well, I don't know. I just wanted to point out how they wanted to show us some yummies this time, but it's all good. But anyway, moving on. We all talked about the out of sight, out of mind, and he pretty much said, I forgot. He did say he don't want nothing to do with her because of the fact that she didn't text him. He just was done with her.
His ego was bruised. That's it. That's
You
the
think
story.
so? You think?
Yeah,
Yeah. He was kind of pissed off behind that. I mean, Morgan tells Tony that her and Anthony kind of have a little something, but she said that Tony does too much. He's too flirtatious, and he said he licks his lips like he LL Cool J or something like that. And she
come
said
on, ladies, love.
Oh,
she
see how
said
you
those
over
lips are
exaggerate.
mine. She said those lips are mine. That's what it's the smooching is starting to happen with them. I mean, I think that Tony is doing what he's supposed to do on the show. He's on the
Exactly.
show. He's trying to find his whatever. He has opportunity to date more than one woman. I feel like he's doing what he's supposed to do. And
He's
some
there
women
for
who
the
are not
cameras.
comfortable.
Tony is there for the cameras.
Well,
Period.
that might be the case too. But I'm saying is he's dating more than one to find them. Whether he's doing all that or not, the women get in their feelings about like she's like, you're too flirtatious, you're too friendly. Well, what is he supposed to do? Well, I don't know. What do y'all think? You Sakina say he's too. Hey, music and mental health. You said that he's too flirt. I mean, sorry. You said the cameras, Kina.
Yeah, I think he's there for the cameras, but he is playing the game. He's juggling. He's playing. He's there for the cameras, but he's playing the game so he can stay on. He's being strategic in how he plays this game. So
I agree.
Well, you said you agree, Lee. What you think about Kid My Cheek? What you think?
Tony gives me the one who will make it to the end. He probably will make it to the end with Morgan. I hope this isn't the case, but he gives me the one who makes it to the end, and then the girl ends up looking foolish because he got a whole another girlfriend at home, and he was just on TV to get his
Just a
followers.
bit.
That's what Tony.
Speaking of that, Lee,
Oh,
where your mama at? Because I feel like we need her to
she,
do some
she,
investigation.
she. Listen, she on a cruise for her birthday.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
Well,
doing
damn
that.
it.
She hit me up the other day. She told me, yeah, she's
She
doing
on
the
a
thing.
cruise. She
And
on a cruise
Stacey
for her
also
birthday.
is in the in my place to be where I came. I wish I was. She'll be back next weekend, so And yes, she said she need the detective. Well, we got Detective Junior here, which is also Lee. Lee's also Detective Junior. They don't think
You
she
the
gonna
Listen,
junior
get this one.
detective. I need somebody to check some
as
county
soon
records
as
in
soon
the
as I
city.
get as soon as I get to my laptop at the house,
I'm telling you, she's
Listen,
the
check. I
junior.
need marriage license, marriage certificates, something, divorce decree, something.
Oh, she'll
Something
find
going on with
something.
that man.
You
He,
know,
he don't domestic violence charges, something.
she's
Something's
already
not
thinking that
right.
she's walking. That's
not
why she's gonna move.
domestic violence charges. Don't leave
Hold on,
that
let's be
man
careful with
alone.
the keywords. Be careful. Wait a minute. Let me get my thing up there. Hold on. Where my banner? So I got to be careful. I just
That's
seen
a
the things happen.
copyright disclaimer. That ain't got nothing to do with what I just said.
It don't matter. I got it anyway. So anyway, boom. Curious. Oh no, not yet,
Not
not
the
yet.
death drop, Jesus. Okay.
Okay, so for this episode, with the licking of lips, Cynthia, Andre, they kind of went through the nomination who gonna go home, which I thought was so dragged out to me. At the end, did y'all? Okay, let me ask y'all ladies a question. Did y'all know who's going home before they voted?
For the men or the women?
I knew
For
Jonique
both.
was gonna go home. I had a
We
feeling she
knew.
was gonna go home.
I agree with Keena.
Hmm.
Not the hiccups. Okay.
Yeah.
And hell,
I thought
hell,
Joe didn't have any connections. She didn't have any connections.
She
well, she
didn't. She
did
was
have
everybody's
connections.
homie.
Yes, she was. And I felt like Tony, he was so he wanted everybody him. But anyway, he was talking about, oh, I just thinking about it. I'm like, Tony, you got your hands full, okay? But
this wasn't the first time he
one.
said that about Jonique. It's not like he just pulled that out.
No.
Because it could have been.
Jonique was a number for him, and that's it.
He said, but in this instance, he said, I don't know. And I just said, he got something going on. Just deal what you got. But it wouldn't be enough to save. He knew it wouldn't be enough to save her or whatever. But at the same time, I agree with why Cynthia was so pissed off, because she said, why didn't they save Jonique when she did have? She said connections plural. Unless I missed something, I thought it was just Tony. But Cynthia was a little bit pissed off and said that they didn't use the whatever they call it, second chance on her.
Mm-hmm.
How do y'all feel about that?
I mean, if you ain't got
not using it,
yeah, you can't be mad. You can't be mad that they didn't use it if you ain't got no real connection.
Okay, Emily, you think she was? You think that for her being pissed off was they should have used it on her? She only had one connection, unless y'all saw something I didn't see. Like I said,
who said she had more than one connection?
Cynthia was pissed. She said her statement was, why did they not use it on her when she had connections in the house? Oh, I'm sorry, had connections or whatever. And I was like, she only had the one that I thought that she had. But
Cynthia better be hoping they say use it to save her when it's her time, because she gonna be on the bottom at some point.
Well,
She sure is.
As they said, this is the last time anyway. They're not even going to use it. The thing about that's why she also got mad, because they don't have the option to use it anymore. This was their last time to use
That don't make no sense. Why even have it then?
Don't even bring it back.
That's a good question. That's a good question.
So it was only good to use up until a certain. That wasn't the instructions that was given.
No, they can only. I didn't hear that part. Did I miss something?
Wait.
Tommy said
they can't use it no more.
Last night.
I don't know why they said they can't use it no more either. I was confused.
Who said that? The men can't use their lifeline. No. The women use their lifeline. So they can't use theirs anymore. It's gone. They only have one, so it's gone. The men still have a lifeline to use if they need to.
Yeah.
So Tommy said tonight was the last night.
He did.
So they can't.
That don't make no sense.
He said there's no more lifelines after tonight.
He must meant for the women, because the men still got their lifeline.
He said for everybody.
He said for everybody. That was it. He said there's no more of it. And I thought it was very abrupt myself. I was like, what? Everybody was pissed
off. Should have stated that in the beginning,
because that's confusion.
Use it if you're gonna use it after week 5. It's gone. He didn't say that, but he said tonight the lifelines are gone. They should be.
He did.
Tommy needs to answer the chat, because what? That's dumb.
Said
I thought the lifeline was dumb in the first place.
That's dumb.
That's because you don't like nobody. That's why.
Yeah.
Well, the women and the men felt that they wanted to use it. They had needed another opportunity. They didn't have enough time to use it. So it is what it is. I don't know.
That don't make no sense.
But to me, if you have the opportunity, why not use it? Because you don't know if you're going to have, like in any challenge or any kind of competition, you don't know how long you're going to have any kind of feature. So while you got it, use it. And they just told not to. I'm just saying. I never understood it. They never have seen us. If you got an opportunity to get somebody to stay whatever, just use it, because you don't know if the next week's going to be gone. Y'all it's going to be there. Well, that was on y'all bad.
And Mark Anthony is the one who didn't want to use it when old boy wanted to use it to save what's her face.
Mm-hmm. Corvea.
I mean, when they were getting upset, I was like, y'all, I don't even understand it. So anyway,
that was stupid. What was even the purpose of that?
I just didn't. I understand wanting her to stay, but she came in late. She didn't have deep connections. They didn't use it on her. It is what it is. The whole thing with the Anthony and Sue-Ann date was the Mark Anthony. Oh no, sorry, Anthony and Sue-Ann. That date was awkward to me in the beginning. Then Mark Anthony also and Jeffrey, because they told him to follow up on what they learned, so they had these intimate dates. Sue-Ann was more concerned with Mark Anthony letting her know if she was on the list. Now I want to ask you guys a question because that was the last episode, I believe that was a big deal. She wanted to know if she's on the list, whatever.
What list? Who list she trying to be on?
Why did
If
she
it's
care? I thought she had a date.
a potential. So what I'm saying is, she wants to know if she was a potential. Does it
For
make
who?
you
Mark
look?
Anthony?
Yes, no, not Mark Anthony. For Anthony, I'm sorry. So does it make her look? Is it good to want to know that or to tell a man
Yes.
that in that situation? That's what I
I
want
don't.
to ask that.
I don't
Otherwise,
think
why
it
am I
make,
wasting
I,
my
I
time
think
on
it
you
makes
if I'm not, if you
don't
see
seem
no
confident.
potential?
Like you shouldn't go around asking, "Am I on your list? Am I on your list?" Like
Don't
I
forget
don't
who
like
your
that.
number one is.
I gotta get that thing back. I'm gonna get that stuff.
Don't
I'm gonna get
forget
it.
who your
I'm
number
gonna get
one
it back.
is.
I'm gonna get it back because I have to now. But yes, pretty much that's kind of what it gives me. What you're saying? Well, who's your number one? Mm, mm, mm. So yeah, I want to know.
Suzanne had a man. Why does she care who list she on besides Blake? That's her man.
Mm. Oh, oh!
Oh Lord.
I was just like, wait a minute.
I'm done.
That's what she said.
Click off. We got it. It's time for us to
Damn,
click off.
she coming with it. I mean, when I tell you, she coming with it today. She is not playing, but is she lying?
She is not. No
No.
lies told. No lies predicted.
Okay, so hold on, what we got? Okay, so Mark Anthony. Hold on. Mark and Andre and Blue both said they like Jeffrey, but a lot of the men talk about Jeffrey like she's some kind of mean thing. It's funny how all of them see her in a different way.
Who
I
saw
caught
her?
that tonight.
Don't nobody see her as mean, but Blake's stupid ass.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody else, I thought I put in my notes. I thought somebody else said
No,
something else. Are you
somebody
sure?
said she was a saint. That's what
Oh
that
no,
man said.
that was Andre. That was Andre. Andre said- yeah, you're right. Blake. I guess it was just Blake. I thought somebody else had said something. But
No,
anyway,
nobody got
hold
a
on. Who was
problem with
that?
Jeffrey
Wait.
except Blake.
But Morgan still. She said it again, saying that Tony Smooth come from the top. He played too much. And then who was that said they keep rubbing the genie gonna pop up? Oh, that was Mark Anthony. Yeah, they was getting real freaky in that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
If that's freaky,
Yes, they
child,
were.
don't sit next to me no
freaky
time.
for on. I guess depends. Would you be comfortable with the type of situation early on getting to know somebody? I'm just asking a question.
Comfortable doing what?
The things that he was saying to her, like rub the genie and all that crap.
It depends on the vibe that I have with the man.
Hmm.
It depends on the vibe that I have with that man. Sometimes that conversation will be welcome. It depends on the man. And if the I don't welcome it from the man, then I'm not going to entertain it. You only entertain what you like. Just like they put old man from France out for talking freaky. Like did not tell y'all the only reason why they didn't like it is because he looked like what he looked like. And and we
Yes,
can see
indeed.
when it's Mark Anthony with the same type of nasty conversations and freaky stuff, and nobody got a problem with it because he looked like what he looked like.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends on the man, and
Oh, I can
and
separate
whether or
it.
not you're going to entertain the conversation or not.
Thank you.
It is what
Okay.
it is. Because there's some niggas that can tell me what to do. And then there's
Oh,
some niggas that I don't care what they say. They can't never tell me what to do.
yeah.
It just is what it is.
Say it again, girl. Point blank, period.
Listen.
If she come on, Auntie ain't lying. Hey, Auntie not lying. Auntie not lying.
Listen.
So it's depending on what a person looks like in those type of
It depends
situations.
on
Just to keep it in.
who you speaking to when you speak to me. If you call to the queen and me, then you listen. I might entertain a couple of things. If you call me to the listen, I might not entertain it. Depends on what you bring out of me when you speak to me. When you speak to that,
Mm.
when That language is spoken in between you and I with no words. And who you call out of me. Listen,
Mm.
Say it again for the people in the back.
Period.
listen.
Okay.
Different
So
strokes for different
let
folks.
me put a disclaimer. Ain't nothing wrong with the type of conversation, rubbing and touching, all these things. I don't care. I'm just saying. I agree with her when she said depends on it does the vibe. If that
It does.
person feels comfortable enough to do that, because if not, it's gonna be very awkward and uncomfortable and gross. So,
It's gonna be sexual harassment, and you're gonna be me too,
oh
and you're
no,
gonna have
no,
to
we
answer to the judge because why you talking to me like that? That I feel assaulted because I've had men say to me, "Oh, I'm
oh
going to
my
put a
God,
baby in
Jesus,
you,"
help us.
and I talk about they want to put a baby in me, sir. That sounds like assault. Please don't say that to me. Figure out another way to say it. I don't know. Mm-mm. Uh-uh.
Kill my cheese, you green mama.
All
I
I heard
went.
was put a baby in me, and that sounded like
Ooh,
assault. And I got to agree, and I said, "Oh yeah,
around these words, we gonna have to,
You are
Please. That is
I'm
not
trying,
sexy. Please
I'm
stop
trying to
saying that
tear
to
these
women,
words.
gentlemen. Please stop saying that to us. That's not sexy. Ooh, I'm gonna put a baby. No.
that
Mm-mm.
is a turn off."
No.
It really is. I
No,
don't
you're
think we.
not. I huff and puff as hard as you try. You're not gonna blow
Okay,
up me
I
in
got
the
her back.
back.
I got her back, y'all. I had to go look for her. I got her back. Okay.
and it's good because
Yes,
Stacy
don't
not
forget who
here.
your number one is. Ooh.
If y'all been watching this panel for a long time, this has been like a theme on this show where I started using this a year back. I don't know why I got rid of it, but it really is a part of it because people are starting to use it and yeah, it is what it is, baby. Let me see. Morgan, let's talk about the conversation between Morgan and Blake, the one-on-one. Morgan says, "You did not hurt me." She said, "You were not kind." She said, "You attacked me because I said I wanted a family and you talked me into a corner. How do we feel about this conversation?" I gotta check my poll. How do I feel
She's
about
so
that
much nicer
conversation?
than me.
Mm.
Because I would have used a plethora of words where you would have not, all you would have heard was one long beat to beep out all the plethora of curse words that was peppered in that statement. Because, nigga, who you talking to? First of all, I would. She called him a malignant cancer.
She did.
Sir, sir, sir. There's something about him that ain't right, and I don't understand why. Like I thought I was crazy at first, and then Morgan said everything that I was like, yeah, something about you. Just don't. You
She
don't
said
curl all
that
the way up.
he's a liar and that he is a fraud and that he toyed with people's emotions and it is disgusting.
Well, maybe he toyed with her emotions. I don't know.
No one said the way it just was. All he said was move on and hope you find your match. That's all he said to her.
No,
But
he
she
said
was
a plethora of other things. This is just what he said. We saw him say today.
yes. But you know what I'm saying. I'm just more, and she probably said more than that too.
I'm
I'm
sure she
sure
did. Listen, because
because she
I would have
probably was
told
going
him
off.
if you could go to the eighth circle of hell and leave me alone, I would greatly
The way
appreciate
she was
that.
looking at
Thank
him,
you.
like if he could fall, and then when she said, "Why is he still here?" Like,
That was
go
I had the
home,
same question,
Roger.
Morgan.
Go
I had the
home, go
same
home,
damn
go
question.
home.
Why are we still doing this? Why are we entertaining
I
this
was like,
foolishness?
damn. She was like, bro,
Nobody
why
likes
is he
it.
here? I'm not gonna take it anymore. I'm going home. I was like, bro, why? The way she was just looking at him like he was a piece of crap. She could not stand him. I don't know. It's
No,
just
she
me.
was waiting to let that shit off. She was waiting. Like she
Mm.
was like, "Y'all ready for this production? Oh, I got him today. Call me when y'all want me to air." She's ready.
She said, I got time. I got time
Mm.
for this
There
today.
was a
On
lot of
today. I
angry
got it. I
emotions.
got you. I don't know what he did and or said to make that girl go to the left, but he did something. She's listen. A malignant cancer is a nasty thing to call somebody.
Look,
And she meant that thing. I said, "Ooh,
yes,
Chato."
That was mean though. But I am gonna say
okay.
Blake handled that very well because that could have went super left, but he was in control and he didn't disrespect. He just let her have it as he should.
So you feel like so you felt like the things that she said was rough, Keena.
Yeah, because I mean,
Mm,
if most men might have handled a lot of men that come on Raid and Love could have probably would have handled that a lot differently because
mm.
she was attacking him.
If she
Mm.
had told Alonzo that, he would have been screaming from the parking lot outside of his car, talk about he got a $3 million portfolio and he don't have to take none of this. Oh,
Oh
shut up,
wow.
bitch.
Oh, wait a
Oh,
minute.
we're gonna get cut off.
Wait, stop. No, we are not. Okay. But I have no R. No red by my selected. But no, we said wasn't that to be fair. And this did been good. So Lee, what's your thoughts on this, Mama? What do you? I mean, this is.
It's ghetto.
No, not the ghetto. Not the
It's
ghetto,
very
Jesus.
it's very ghetto. It's very ghetto.
Oh Lord, not Kiki. Oh
Yeah,
Jesus. Mm.
it's very ghetto. I don't even have any other adjectives for it. That's ghetto.
Hood,
That's the sentence.
disrespectful.
But the thing,
Ghetto.
I just
Not
don't see
Keisha.
any real, true connections. Like I don't see. I'm just not seeing.
I think
I,
the only real connection that I actually see is Mark Anthony and Mercedes.
that's it. That's it. The
I
That's
the
don't
it.
trust that
chemistry. They're
either.
the only one that I see the chemistry. But I mean, Mark Anthony's still
I
kissing
don't see the
Jeffrey and
chemistry with
doing
Mark
all
Anthony
this.
either.
So
I don't see no chemistry between them two children. But okay.
I
Tonight, tonight I saw. I don't. Tonight I felt like I saw a little more chemistry, a little more, not just a kiss, just a little more. So yeah, those two I felt like you was more towards that way. Welcome, Michelle said women expecting the men to take whatever is wrong. What?
Huh? Who said that?
Women expecting to men to take whatever is wrong. Now I'm not sure. Please clarify
Maybe she meant the
before I
way that
respond.
Morgan was talking to what's his face.
I
Yeah,
mean, I don't. But see,
we need some
I'm gonna say that
clarification.
her perception of what she sees of him may not necessarily have to do with any of that. You know, we
Mm.
don't know what she saw that turned her off. These are the Blake and Morgan encounter. My statement goes back to that.
Uh,
I mean, I don't know how y'all feel about that.
No, I don't care. My bad. I'm sorry.
Oh Jesus. Oh
Oh,
Lord.
Jesus, Father God, in the name of Jesus.
Because that is her decision to feel how she feels, and I think it
Absolutely,
was
she can
her
feel
own.
however she want to feel
I
about
think that
whatever
is
was
her. I
said.
think that's her own personal feelings. Why she feels the way she feels. And to go back, I do feel like that Mercedes and Mark Anthony have a connection.
All right. Okay.
I'm
Ooh,
not saying it's like a hop, pop and hop. I just think I see there's something.
I see
Uh,
nothing. And I cleaned my glasses off to watch this, so I listen.
well, I got a brand new pair
So
of
clearly
glasses.
that I
I
didn't
see just
see it.
fine, especially far away. So you guys, that was a choice. Who else y'all think are some maybe real connections?
Can I just say, can we just throw the whole cast out and start again? Can we just cut this and just start with a new season? Where's his next location at? Where the new people at? Because blah, blah, blah to all of
New
this.
Orleans is next.
No, Dallas is next.
Oh yeah,
Dallas,
Dallas is next.
Dallas.
Keisha said, I beg your pardon.
Dallas is next. Oh,
Let me tell you something,
She said, I beg your pardon. No, they not next. Dallas is
Amy.
next.
Because I've been screaming, "Come to Dallas!" When we all talked about it a few years back, Keena, we said, I'm talking about us on the panel. I said I wish they would come to Dallas or Louisiana, and I didn't specifically say New Orleans because I'm from actually like a small town in Natchez, but I said Dallas, and they came to Dallas. I'm gonna take it. At least they go to Louisiana. I'll take that because it's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, y'all really gonna drag because it's gonna be so. Oh Lord, I ain't gonna
well, do the
lie.
Dallas data pool got pee in it too?
It do,
Do it
and a
got?
little bit of
Okay.
poo.
Do it got a
A
who?
little caca in the pool.
What
A
you
little
saying?
caca in the pool. It absolutely does. And don't let nobody lie and tell you it don't, because it do. It
Okay.
do.
Oh my
Oh,
Jesus.
well, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just asking, you know.
This is a
You
hot
got,
mess.
you got a little opinion
Somebody,
there.
Listen, can
somebody.
I just say when Morgan said it has not been nice talking to you and I hope to never have to see you again, I
No,
screamed.
What she
thank you.
said? What now?
She
Oh,
said, well, it hasn't been nice talking to you and I hope I never have to see you
oh
again.
yeah, she was going in. She was
That
going
was on.
in.
I was on the floor.
I was like, Morgan was like, I'm gonna tell you how TIS. That's why I said when Kenneth said he was rough, I guess it was pretty rough.
This is
Like,
what I heard when she said that. She was like, bump you, your mama, your daughters, your children's, your whole lineage, and a pox on your house. And I hope you have a terrible demise.
And she
Go
said,
time.
and
That's
your
what I that's what I heard
and
in
your
my head
dog.
when she said that. That's what I heard.
Uh-huh. Agreed.
well,
Anyways, I don't even know. I didn't even watch to see what they're gonna do for the next episode. So what they doing?
It's Meet Your Ex the next
yes,
episode.
what you want?
And
Oh
Andre
God,
throws a fit because there's another island man at the table with I think Cynthia. And they get to talking Irie to each other, and then he get jump up and talk about I don't have to take this. I'm going home, and he gets up and walks away. So I
not
love
Roger. Go home, Roger. I mean, but hold on. He said, I'm going home. Not
that's
So
what he
once again,
said. He got up
so
from the
that
table.
what
He
he
was like, "Listen,
said.
he like, I ain't got to do this with
He said.
nobody." And then he was,
I can't.
so basically we about to see him act. We about to see him act like a crybaby 2 episodes in a row.
Oh my God. I have to take it anymore. I'm going home. Oh Jesus. I can't. It's too
listen,
much.
I heard, listen.
Wait a minute. Somebody said it had to be something. Morgan had a lot to say. Look, let me tell you something. The reunion, I believe Blake and Morgan gonna have it out, baby.
I don't think so.
Shh, I do. I believe that reunion gonna be it's gonna be crazy. It's so much because we don't know. Just like it's it's interesting when I heard Kenan say she felt like that she went in on him maybe too much. And it's interesting the people who feel like that it wasn't enough because it's we don't know what was said. They it
It's
was
not that
edited
it
out.
wasn't enough for me. I just know if it was me,
I mean, other people.
I'm gonna be like disrespectfully, fuck you. But that's just me. That's just me. I'm
Mm.
rude. So you can't, and I choose violence all the time. So you can't go by
Mm.
me. You can't
Well,
go
I
by
don't.
me and what I
She
would have
obviously
did.
was in the same. She was obviously in the same. So she
But
feeling the
I wouldn't
same
even
way.
have had. I would have aired him out when we had that whole. He had that come to Jesus
Oh
dinner.
yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
would have aired his ass out right
Come
then
to
and there.
Jesus.
Right then and there. Step across the line, Caroline. What you want to do? Listen, my
Not
hands is
Carol
ready to
Ann.
eat for everybody. What you want to do, sir?
Yeah,
Who
I
said
agree.
Carol Ann? That what she said. Carol Ann.
Step across the line, Caroline. Come on. You in danger, girl. Come on.
Oh Jesus.
She said these
Mm-mm.
hands is rated E for everybody. EA Sports is
Look,
in the game.
look, look. Ready,
Listen,
ready, ready. Steady, ready. Period. I guess. So
What
the
I say,
episode.
what I say, try your mama, don't try me.
listen, please.
I
Mind your
like that. I
mama
like that
bald
one.
body
I
and
had said
leave
that,
me
Rob. I
alone.
like that
Thank
one.
you.
Wait a
Try your
minute.
mama, don't try me.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
sorry. They. I'm sorry, babe. I'm just gonna say date. She says she needs to come. Just as hard. Wait, sorry. She needs to come at Tony just as hard.
You think
She
she has?
did
She did. Sure did.
and
Told him to get
did.
his shit together and clean it up because I don't like it. You wasn't listening when she got him right together, but she did it in a sexy way because she want to hop on his lap in some way, form, or
She
fashion
said. She
at
said you're
some
doing
point.
too much.
So he still get the benefit of the doubt. So he got the nice cussing out. He didn't get the full blown fuck you and your mama. He
Yeah,
got
Mm-hmm.
the hey boo, I
he
need you to get your whole
definitely.
shit together because I don't like how this looking.
Yeah, he
I
definitely
don't
got
know.
the nice cuss me out. Like, yeah, boo. Like, you better get it together, or else you on a
Yeah.
chopping block, brother.
Yes. Yes. I like how she represented this whole episode. To be honest, I did. I was like,
Yes,
okay,
Yeah.
this was
mama.
her episode. This was her episode.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. hmm
It
What you
had to
think,
be
Miss Q, my
somebody's
T,
because
baby?
then
What
we
you
was
think,
falling
Mama?
asleep
You all quiet over
otherwise.
there. Usually, what you think, baby?
Well, Tommy said this was a non-eliminating episode. So once I saw her sit down with Blake and she wasn't gonna tell him he not ready to love, I turned the whole episode off because I didn't care. But if
Ooh, come
Morgan
get me,
was
Jesus.
really
I'm
that
ready to go.
if Morgan was really that bitch and had so much
Ooh.
foresight and able to check everybody in this process, she would have been like Janique and gave everybody the deuces and say, I'm ready to love, just none of y'all over here.
She
Because
did say
Tony ain't,
that.
Blake ain't it, Anthony ain't it, Andre and his puff ain't it. None of these men are it. So if she had any kind of sense, she'd been self-eliminated. So I don't really feel like she
She
doing
not gonna self-eliminate it because they paying her per episode. So she gonna
okay.
continue to entertain the foolishness
Uh
and
oh.
cuss out who she needs to
So
cuss
that's the
out while
prize.
she collect checks to do so.
So
And
that's the
so,
prize.
quite frankly, would I?
Our check every episode is the prize because that's what we're doing here. Is we just want a stipend every episode.
Clearly.
I get it now. That's what we playing for. That's what the game is.
So who that was? That's that said that Sue Ann that Blake is keeping Sue Ann around for votes, and I'm assuming you guys agree with that, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's his
so
only vote.
That's his only vote. That's the only person he gave. She the onlyest one.
The onlyest
mm.
one.
One is the loneliest. She done
I
made up
don't
a
see
whole.
how at the little conversation at the beginning, how they told Anthony he was the one treating this like a numbers game. I said out of everybody on this show, Anthony is the one treating it like a
Not,
numbers game.
We
not,
barely see Anthony talk and or do anything. So what are y'all even talking about?
I, so
They
I,
say
Yeah,
I
I
think
Anthony
that,
don't
couldn't get
know
none.
why. I think Anthony he's on a chopping block because he just seems socially a little reserved and
I was
Mm.
going to say socially awkward.
yeah, like awkward,
Yes, okay,
reserved.
that's a good word. Yes, very
Yeah,
awkward.
like
Very
he
awkward.
doesn't, and that he's struggling to me with connections.
Because
Right.
all the women
Like
said
he has an
the same
IEP
thing
that we
about
don't know
him
about.
that he's not doing anything, to come get them. They literally almost all said similar things about him, so he's not moving fast enough, in my opinion. I guess I don't know. You got to
Or
move. This is a speed dating situation, so you got to
speed dating
be
on crack.
careful. You said what?
Well,
I
speed
said
dating on
speed
crack.
dating on crack.
I mean, you can't be like being all tiptoeing around. You better move. And he all chill and stuff. And even when she said, "Am I on the list?" He got all quiet. You know what you want to know? Just tell her. No, stop being around the bush.
He
I
don't even
felt like
have
you
a
would,
list, honestly.
He just
you
there so he
know,
don't get fined.
those that to me they call it that list now, but the list is what it was 2 years ago. Was this? They
Exactly.
just changed it to list. That's all.
Am I still your number one?
Am I your number one?
Am I your number one?
Am I your number one?
Don't forget who your number one is.
Don't forget, baby. Like y'all doing too much. Oh Lord. So anyway, this episode was a little blah, like we said. The next episode looks like it's a little more. I don't know. What prediction do we have, ladies? For the next episode.
I'ma fall asleep.
Oh no.
Exactly.
Do we have connections? Come on, because it's a lot of positive vibes I'm hearing here.
I
Do
got a
we have?
connection from Spectrum. That's it. That's all.
Ooh, not for Spectrum, Jesus. I got
Not the
AT&T.
internet service.
Okay. So you get a free trial. See how it is. But so no connections, ladies, no connections, no nothing. Ooh wee. Mm-mm.
I would
It's
like
Get
to
giving
know
somebody
me
else
how
to
much
do it.
they get paid
it's
per
giving me dry.
episode since that's the prize.
Where the fuck is my drink at?
You said what?
How much are they getting paid per episode since that's the prize?
Oh
Not a
that.
lot.
Oh
Not enough for
I
the
can
aggravation.
I
oh
can tell you that. You
oh
probably not a lot.
oh.
They get 2 Chick-fil-A coupons and 1 for Church's Chicken, and that's it.
Not Chick-fil-A, Jesus. Mm-mm.
I do love me
I
Oh,
some Chick-fil-A.
I do. I know you. Look, I do too. You need to stop. I got something
Listen,
today.
I'm going to
I
get me
can't
some
even get
lemonade
my weave.
tomorrow.
I can't even get my weave done with the amount of money they pay you per episode. Okay.
Oh
Oh,
I
no.
shit.
can't even
Wait a
get my
minute.
That's what I'm
Wait a
bundles.
saying.
minute.
I can't even get my bundles. Okay.
See,
but
that's a
Oh
problem.
my
oh
God.
That is a problem. That is a motherfucking problem.
In the world, girl.
Listen, I've been telling y'all they need a prize at the end of this for the longest time. Nobody listens to me. That's some good.
That's for them.
One day,
For them.
one day we gonna hear something. One day.
Now I understand why people be like, listen, this is a cute event, but I cannot stay because I got to go to work to make some money. Because what you pay, mm-mm, this will supplement the income that I already make. It cannot replace. So therefore, this is cute. I'll be back for something that's in my schedule. Peace out.
At this point in time, it's really get somebody else to do it. Because now I can't buy no bundles with this check.
Yeah, that's not what's up. Not two Chick-fil-A cars and all the things. No, no, no. That's not what's up at all. No man.
And
Okay,
and they
guys, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe if you are new. I have all the ladies channels and descriptions up in the descriptions already there. To double check that. I need Sister Ebony to give the final thoughts and prayers and all the things, other things.
Okay. Well, if all hearts and minds are clear, dear Lord, we are bored. We are bored with this, and we are bored with them. God, just infuse the next episode with something so we don't come back again. And once again, be bored.
Now, sister.
Listen.
Yes.
God, we doing the best that we can with what they're trying to present to us.
Yeah.
We need them to step their cookies up because this, dear God, is not going to be.
Yep.
And if you do these things, we'll be so careful to give your name the glory and the honor that it deserves.
And more.
And the whole church says,
yes.
Amen.
Okay.
Amen.
Lord have mercy. All right, child. With that being said, we are going to close this out with this. And we'll say bye-bye.
See y'all.